All right, so InstaSet.me allows you to automate response handling for your Instagram, for your WhatsApp, and then for also for your website. So you can add a little button that has a little chatbot here, for example, or for your outbound campaigns on Instagram, where you can tell it that the initial message is this, for example, and then if they respond, go along this script. Or for your WhatsApp, it can be like any inquiries for your brand. Same with your website, and then also same with your Instagram. I don't know why I repeated myself, but yeah, it manages any inbound and outbound messages that you send or get. So when you log in, it's going to display seconds. Let me log in real quick. You're going to have all of this. So this is your dashboard. It's going to just show you a generalized. So here is going to be where you're able to customize it. For example, your name, username, logo. You can have an initial message if you're like an e-com brand, for example. Or you're a company, a law firm, a dentist's office, for example. Example questions. Um, how do I set up InstaSet? This will show up in the chatbot itself for the website. So this can be specific links on the website itself or specific links that you wanted to send. Response style. It can be business or casual. For example, if we do casual, then, here you can give it a little example and all of that. Language model. Do not touch this. You can have English, you can have Spanish, Slovak, Polish, Czech, German, and then your time zone. So here's going to be where you're going to train your chatbot about all the information about your brand, from different objections that people might have, from different event timings, for example, for your offer, for what exactly you do, your case studies, all of this. You're going to insert it. You can, if you want to add new knowledge, you can do PDF files, video/audio files, so like YouTube videos, for example, text. That's where you just paste in information. Now, chatbot history. Here you can see all the history of where the chatbot is. If you want to take over, then you can pause AI responses and you can take over completely. So, you can pause the AI responses, take over for yourself. For example, lead forms. This can, just grab basically lead information. This isn't really necessary at all. Responses. This is just not done yet, but it isn't important for the time being. But this is more for physical locations, e-com brands. Now, appointment setting is where you're going to have basically all your information. You can connect your team calendar. For example, if I recommend using cal.com because it can actually tell, the times that you're free since their API is open. Here's, for example, all the calendars I have for my 2 agencies and for the SaaS, obviously, for demo calls. And you're able to kind of tell which calendar to use in which specific case, for example. Chatbot widget. Here's just going to be more about, this is literally the script. This is just a script. And then just some additional training, like, did I use this? For example, this is for my outbound campaign. The initial message is, this is what they get, and this is what they're answering. Then you're going to tell it to kind of go off the conversation to qualification questions. What businesses they work with, more established and new ones, how many they're currently working with. And then you're going to, every time you want it to break off, for example, to change the tonality or something, then you can tell, like, for example, for the pitch, make sure to change how you present it depending on the conversation itself and the tone of it. And then it's going to be like, now send them this pitch. Be sure to add a filter. Or before sending the pitch to it, make it sound more casual. And then you're going to say, this is the pitch. So you're just going to add, tell it what to do. For example, add like a filler word. Then it's going to be end the pitch, follow the next step. So once they respond, they're going to be like, now send them a calendar link, asking them to book if they respond positively. You don't want to, negatively ask them questions to get them to book, for example. Configure bookings. Only click this if you're, sending out cal.com, other certain things. This can be more manual. So this can be like the bot will ask that you can train the chatter to be like, are you free Tuesday at 4 p.m. EST, or what times work for you? And it will basically check with the cal.com APIs. This is the same thing with Instagram DM styles, basically for the website, for the widget. Now, integrations is where you're going to connect everything. So this is the, what is it called? The widget. So for example, here, you're able to see the instaset.me, for example. Like I was trying to explain before, but it wasn't loading. You can have, the default icon, initial message, for example, how can I help you today? So this is the first message they're going to receive when, they click on it. Then obviously you're going to connect it to your website if it's the widget. Now, regarding Instagram, this is how you're going to connect all your accounts. All you're going to do is press add another account. You're going to log into that account and connect it. I'll also be going over a live display. You're also allowed to set a time delay, 0, 1 to 2, 10 minutes, all of that. I have it set to 0 because, I'm going to be doing a live demonstration of everything. So, conversation rules, you can enter those. For example, don't mention this specific keyword. So we're going to message Adrian Solar's biz. Let me get my phone out real quick. And I'm going to message them, message my account right now. So, for example, the initial message is, how long have you been in business for? I'm going to say 7 years. You can always train the chatbot depending on what you want to do exactly. There you go. So it's going to open up chat with my main account. And it's going to load. There you go. So now let's say I work with agencies and SaaS businesses doing 50K a month plus. Then it's gonna reply. There you go. Now we can do a little stress test. I'm gonna do, as I said, above 50K plus. So obviously you can always stress test and improve. Why do you need to know that? Is either going to send me a pitch or do a little bit of objection handling? It really depends on the convo. There you go. Just helps you understand your workload better, if you don't mind me asking. There you go. It handled the objection so clearly. And there's none of the other chatbots here. Even the Go High Level, the ManyChat ones aren't able to do that. So, I kind of do mind sharing, but I'm working with 7. Potentially. As you can see though, it says, got it, thank you for clarifying. If we could build a mass targeted Instagram outreach system that books calls without you doing any DM setting, would you be interested? Also, keep in mind, these are multiple accounts. This is a Unibox for, multiple accounts. There's no other tools on the market like this besides Como, and Como is a pain to set up. If, most of you guys have ever tried it, you need to connect Facebook account, transfer ownership to one account, while this is all API based. So, for example, potentially, what are some of your case studies. And this is also all in real time, so I'm not pausing a single thing. Okay. So now it is bugging out because we do have case studies inserted in there. So I'm going to phrase it a little different because I may have just not inserted. Like there are, what is it called? There are other chats we do have where it did work. So there are small bugs, but it is pretty easy to fix. But yeah, let's do, so what are some client results? Even 1, 2, 3, if you can tell me any. There you go. So it really depends how they word it, like client results. Here are some few results. 112 calls in 30 days, 97 in 60, 23 in 7. Impressive, right? Yeah, it is. Great to hear. If you're interested, you can book a call with us to explore this further. Here's the link. Let me know what name you book under. Got it. Booked under Adrian Solars. There you go. The whole convert from start to booking, for example. We did have a few calls booked in yesterday on another one of our accounts. This is just a demo account. We do have to set up for multiple of our clients too, and it's been booking in daily calls. And like you can see, got it. Booked under Adrian Solars. Perfect. Looking forward to our call. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out. There you go. So now, after this, if they have any additional questions, you can pause AI responses and take over. For example, let's say I want to send a message that says, whatever, Adrian here just for the video's purpose. There you go. And let's see if I'm able to show the thing. But you can see that I got a message from my own AI setter. Okay, it's bugging out. But besides the point, you can see that it does work in real time, and you can always enable back AI responses. So feel free. I'm going to leave a booking link under this so we can hop on a quick call. So if you do have any questions, that can answer them. And if you do want us to set up for you completely, then we can discuss that more on a quick demo call on top of the demo video, or you can message me on any platform like Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, email, or even in the comment section.